Halpert joins us now, founder of Savvy Cyber Kids. He joins us now, keeping our kids safe online, because that's what's the big wake-up call here. And one other point, Ben, before we hear from you, from what we gather, a day before this incident, this same suspect was in court for a similar crime the year before. So it's like 21-year-old, and again, with a history like this, it's a wake-up call. All kids are vulnerable, aren't they?
Yeah, all kids are vulnerable, and it's really up to the parents to digitally parent their kids today with all their technology and all their devices.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
No, well, I was just going to say, when you talk about that, let me give one other thing about how we're finding out from authorities this person allegedly went about this. So he stalks the victim by finding this dance school social media site. So then looks at the pictures, zeroes in on the victims that he's going to stalk allegedly, and then from there, and maybe you can help. How does he find out where they live? What steps does he take to do that?
So, you know, the internet today and these smartphones and all the technology we give our kids and tablets and computers, we're basically taking the front door of our house and letting all these strangers in and have access to the kids. And so once these individuals, these sexual predators, find a target or someone they want to make a target, they start using their social media accounts, and they start looking to see the other types of social media accounts that these children might have online. And so one of my biggest tips for parents is to make sure that your kids don't actually use their face photo, a photo of their face, as their profile picture, because anything you put in a profile, even if it's private, is public. And so you don't want your kids to be a target, and your kids aren't targeted unless a sexual predator decides to make them a target. And in this case, this is how this individual did it. He found who he wanted, and then he went to other social media accounts to look for the faces to get it. And I'm sure he also looked for names and other information that's private info that we should never be putting in these private profiles for our kids.
Got it. Good tip there. What else? What else can we do to protect our kids?
So really important to talk to your kids about the social media that they do use. So if your kids have an Instagram or Snapchat, you should understand how these work. You should sit down with your kids and you should have them explain it to you. Play dumb. Kids love talking to their parents and teaching them something. So have them teach you how to use it, have them show you who their friends are. Make sure that the people that they're allowing to connect with them on their social media platforms, they actually know from school or an after-school activity, like a sport or different type of community organization or events. Those are the people that kids should be talking with on social media, and that's who your kids should be connecting to. Mm-hmm. They should not allow anyone to see their profiles, to see their personal info that they don't actually know.
And that's a key.
Real life. Right
there, that leads you to our third tip, is that personal information. Because that part of social media is sharing my life. But that's what makes us vulnerable.
Yeah, and if you talk to kids, kids will say, well, if I don't use my face, how will my friends find me? And if I don't use my real name, how will my friends know me? Well, these are supposed to be your friends. So tell them, this is my picture, this is my profile name, and now we can hang out. Social media was meant to help grow relationships. It wasn't meant to connect with strangers. So we can use social media the right way and teach our kids to use it the right way so that they can be safe.